Hello and welcome to another newsletter. We are covering all of the wonderful information that Webtoons drops about how to keep up with entering this contest that is so very helpful, and I love it. I'm obsessed. All right, so let's go ahead and just dive in. Hi Legends, thank you to everyone who has submitted an entry so far. The days are counting down, but there is still time to submit initial episodes. You can click on number 6, how to submit your series if you have any questions or you have any sort of confusion that is going on. I wish the submission was 20 days away. I really do. So if you have any questions, obviously you can go to the FAQ or you can do the read official rules. Please pay attention to all of that information. Make sure that your series is within the guidelines, especially if you are trying to win. Like if you're just here for a good time, just enter as however you want. While many series on Webtoons are created by individual creators, many series are also produced by teams. Creating a comic with the team can be fun, make production easier, and help team members brainstorm exciting ideas for their series. I will say one of the most fun aspects of doing a series with someone else is like if you can find someone equally as passionate about your project as you guys can like bounce ideas off of each other. You guys can like revel in the cool moments that you guys have stored up. Like there's so much fun doing a collaborative project. Like I feel like working as a solo creator, it is a lot of fun, but when you're it can be even more fun. Like it's something that I've experienced before and I loved it. I was obsessed. I will say there are ups and downs to it and there are difficulties to it, but when you get the right mesh of people together and everybody does their jobs well, it just works so good. I will also say that as a perfectionist and someone who it's really hard for me to relinquish control. That is the one downside to doing a collaborative project is like your views are going to clash with other people. And the thing about it is there has to be a level of trust between everybody and their roles. Like at a certain point, like you're going to have to give up creative control. You're going to have to meet people in the middle in order to get the story the right way. So I'm just saying, like, if you do make a project, go into the mindset that you are going to have to give up some level of control. Like, it's not your series 100% anymore. Just saying. So, Sajid said, Pantheon, you haven't replied on Insta yet. I will reply soon, I promise. Andy said, oh, I just came the thing disappeared. I just came from your collab stream and walking my dog. Ooh, Andy, I didn't know you have a dog. What type of dog? Luna said that we all need to check out Nero's series when it drops or else they are going to come for your kneecaps. So I'm just saying, Luna, we will sick Luna on you. I'm just putting it out there. All right, not every comic needs to be created by a team. But if you've been curious about what it's like, this week we want to take a look at common ways teams work together on Webtoon series. And this, can I just say, this is such a very useful and informative newsletter to give to people at the end of the contest about like the perspective and the outlook of how working on a team could go. Because at this point, with 20 days away, like you would totally be making a team to create your series. So like, thank you, Webtoons. I really enjoyed the intern that wrote this up, that like you held at, I was about to say a certain point. So that you held at a certain point and forced them to write this. All right, so tips that help team production. Let's start by taking a look at common production steps for our industry. And I do love a behind the curtain look at what the industry is like. So hopefully all of this information, not in the context of the contest, is useful. It's important to note that because everyone's style or visual language is different, so too are production steps needed for different series. You may be using these same steps or a different variation to create your series. Common Webtoon production steps. So we have our first one, the writing. So this includes narrative and story development, character and world building, drafting beat sheets or scripts. If you're curious about script formats for Webtoon series, we're excited to share a workshop from our head of production at Webtoons, Quinn Sosano Spear. She breaks down Webtoon scripts writing format used by our in-house production teams in the hopes it can help other writers and teams. Wait, what? Like you're not gonna say anything? Like you didn't say anything. Like you literally said nothing about the writing process. It was literally like just check out this video. What? What? Like obviously that's probably a really good video and has a lot of insights in it. I wish they would have included something like maybe a paragraph that could have been really useful, but you know what, go ahead, Webtoons, plug us to your other content so we can give you that watch time. I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it. Number 2, storyboarding. This is where pacing and experience of the episode is drafted, including the panel layout, panel thumbnails, and bubble layout. I'm so confused. What are we talking about here? Did we not go over this in other newsletters? I thought we were going to be talking about how teams do this stuff. Am I confused? Hello? 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 Like, wait, what? Okay. Sketch art. During this stage, the characters, costumes, and backgrounds or major props are drawn on model. What? Okay. Inking / line art. If a style relies on line, this is where the final line art and line quality is finished. I am just like flabbergasted. Like, I don't even know if I want to read these next few points. Like, what is happening? Flatting. During this stage of coloring, the local flat colors are added. Usually layer are kept separate to make it easy for the next stage. Wait. I am so confused. Hello? like, hold up. So I thought we were going to get perspectives on how like a team will approach inking and line art, like how people will approach the like sketch art phase, what? So basically what we need to do is watch this video on writing for Scroll Comics. Is that what we need to do? Because I feel like this is literally just like step by step how to make your webtoon. Okay, so they included the flatting process. Got it. Let's hold out hope. Let's hold out hope. Like maybe after they cover each one of these points, we're going to get a paragraph that kind of explains like why they brought all of this up. So I'm going to read through the rest of it because that's how I roll. Rendering. During this second stage of coloring, most creators add lighting, shadows, and some visual effects. Backgrounds. This step may be variable and occur at any stage of production process after storyboarding, but it's self-explanatory. Aren't they all self-explanatory? Like, I'm so confused. Hold up. It's when the background art is added. Are they not all self-explanatory? Like, okay. Effects. Didn't we just talk about effects? Just like backgrounds, visual effects and sound effects may be added at any stage of the production process. Effects are usually added during or after the coloring stages. Got it. Lettering. During this stage, the final lettering is added to bubbles. Okay. So they like went through the overall process on how like anyone would develop a comic. Yes? Is that what we're getting? I am so confused by this. Are you? By them dishing out noob advice, they're flying in your face, Apollo. Listen, I feel like low-key somebody watches these videos at Webtoons headquarters and they're just like, can you believe Apollo? Like the interns are like collaborating against me. Every time I release a newsletter video, like another intern's like, how can I piss off Apollo? How can I make this video so simple or this newsletter so simple that it'll be like, wait, there's nothing in this. What? Oh my good grief. Say said, I'm crashing out with these newsletters, or just me. I'm crashing out too. Like I am so confused because my brain is over here thinking like, oh, we're getting some insight, some industry news. I said I was going to be positive. You guys are stopping me from being positive. Nero said they forgot their own plot. I wouldn't take advice about writing from them. I don't know. I feel like if this chick, whoever she is, I'm sorry if chick was derogatory. If this professional is Quinn, like I don't want to like crap on her job or anything like that. Like, I hope no intern or anybody that works at Webtoons feels like I'm attacking them directly. I'm just attacking the way things are formatted sometimes, because it's just like, I thought we were getting insights on this. So I cannot speak for how helpful her video is. I really want to watch this. Should we watch this on Patreon? Because, like, since it is a private video, at least I think it's private. Since it's a private video, I feel like it's one of those things where if they're not releasing it publicly on their YouTube, then I should not make a video of us watching and reacting to it publicly. So maybe I really feel like some of these videos I want to watch so I can be like, what the heck? Was this useful or not? And then I can honestly be like, okay, guys, this is where the actual content was. Now that we've broken down common production steps, we can start to see how teams might work together. Can we? How do teams work together on Webtoon series, creators, and art assistants? Like we mentioned, many comics on Webtoon are created and launched by individual creators. These creators work as both the writers and artists for their series, handling every production step themselves. This may be your experience creating your own comic for the contest. Sometimes these individual creators decide to bring collaborators onto their production. These contributors are often referred to as art assistants at Webtoon. Okay, often the initial creator will remain as the quote lead artist, but may hire an assistant to help with one or more production steps. These kind of teams are generally led by creators themselves. This kind of team-based production is common for Webtoon original creators. Webtoon does not make these decisions for creators. It's always up to them whether they hire contributors and what kind of team member they bring on their production. But many creators that do expand their teams this way truly value the artists who contribute to their series. You'll often see them credit at the end of an episode. Oh, okay. I will say this. I 1000% agree with this. Like, normally people who you bring onto your project, when you find a good one, you find a good one. Like my colorist, which I just credit so much of why the Webtoon episode looks good, goes all to them. Like, I really wanted to do the line art, but at this point, with how amazing the colorist did doing their job, I feel like I could pass off the line art to someone else as well. Like, and they could 100% do it. Like I am just blown away every time I get panels back from my colorist. It's one of those things. Hi, Danny. You said no intern was harmed in the making of this stream. Not yet. We'll see after the stream. Luna said, why is Webtoon treating us like beginners? At this point, like, this was 20 days before the end of the contest. I'm just like, bro, are we serious? Luna said the intern slept in today and didn't have the newsletters ready, so pulled out a deleted draft from last week. Say said it's giving, make me a step-by-step guide to create a Webtoon chat GPT, and then they sprinkled a bit of human in there. I feel treated like a baby. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. While this is one way teams get started, some teams from before a series is ever launched during a contest or on Canvas. Series production. Some creators or writers may have more than one story they want to tell. These kind of creators may become producers. Series producers may be independently run or led by an official production studio. Producers usually oversee teams creating one or more series, and while they may contribute to writing or another production step, they also often act like a director, helping the whole team achieve their goal. I will say, for me, I feel like if I was to be a part of any sort of team, I would want to go the director producer route, just because I feel like, one, I have a bunch of stories I want to tell. Two, I feel like I would want to, like, Webtoons, especially for any long form type story, is a huge commitment. And I would hate to commit fully to a series that's going to take me 10 years to tell, because like that's a huge chunk of my lifespan. And I feel like I could tell so many stories within 10 years, like going any other route almost, like from TV to novels to anything like that. With Webtoons, I feel like it's just such a huge commitment, and it can be so draining, because like I feel like that's part of the issue with a lot of series is unless you just love the series, like let's say like Oda from One Piece, like most people do not want to dedicate 20 years, I feel, to working on a series. And that's why we keep getting these terrible endings for series. I feel like creators are like, oh my God, am I still working on this series 5 years later? Like, how am I only in the beginning arc? Like, that's what it feels like to me sometimes. So I will say this, like for me, I think like if I was ever offered any sort of contract from a webtoon studio, I would definitely go the director producer route. If you're interested in what it's like to work as a writer on a team based production or work on multiple series as a producer, we have a new workshop you might be interested in. Okay, are you going to tell us some information though about like tips on how to do this? Check out Webtoon Originals creator Brandon Chen's expert insights working as a writer and producer with his collaborators. Brandon has worked with several teams to create comics, and his insights are sure to help any other storytellers that want to work with teams. So I do know who Brandon Chen is. He's also a YouTuber. Like he creates a lot of, well, I don't know if he creates a lot of content anymore, but he does have a pretty big presence in my opinion. Like I think he has like 100K subs or something like that. And I have watched some of his videos. So he does have like a lot of insights that I think are kind of specific to the way he wants to create story. So it's definitely something to check out to add to your perspective, to fill in some of the blanks, to make things a little more well-rounded for you if you're interested in possibly ever being a producer or a director, or just taking on one role that's a part of a team, especially if you're a writer. I feel like if you're only a writer, looking at some of his content. I was like, what's the right word? Looking at some of his content will be super, super beneficial. Sajid said, I worked with Brandon. He is really good. I assisted on Angel Wings. Yeah, I was going to say, I was trying to think of some of his series. Like, I know he has Just a Goblin. He has Angel Wings. I think it's a basketball series. I can't remember, but he's got a couple of series. So I would definitely say check out his content and see if you vibe with it. Spaceman has joined the chat. Hello, Spaceman. What is up? What is up? Oh, and then of course it has like recommendations from his information. I'll say what kind of got me on his radar is JKS Manga. I really like that writer. Like I think they're phenomenal at their job. They're the creator of My Vampire System, Werewolf System, Dragon System, some other random stuff. But I really like their writing style. Like super easy, flows super well. Like it's very much in a like fast fashion sort of storytelling, like where like the chapters are super short and easily digestible. It's like come back and read every day. Like I really like that person. All right, production studios. There are some creators who enjoy the process of leading teams so much that they focus their creative career entirely on team-based production. Jiho Sun is one of the most famous examples of a writer who became a producer and started his own production studio. He's overseen several global hit webtoon series as CEO of JHS Studio. If you'd like to learn from his insights about storytelling, working as a writer or producer, he shared his expert advice in this Webtoon Masterclass series. I will say, I don't think I watched all of his videos. I've watched a couple of these and they were super, super useful. And I really, really enjoyed the way it was explained. So definitely something that is worth checking out. It is, again, annoying to me that there was nothing quoted. Like, I feel like you could have at least quoted something from his videos to get people interested on like the content that's available in there, like how valuable these resources are. So, and you can see all of the series that they've created here. Like, there's a lot of really popular ones that have gotten anime. So definitely check it out. Every comic is unique, and so is every team. Whether they are started by one creator seeking assistance, writers and artists creating a series together as partners, or through an official production, teams make comics collaborative experiences. What? Teams make comics collaborative experiences. Am I the only one that's like Was this just a definition? Like, did they just define what a team was? Like, I'm so confused by this newsletter. I'm sorry. I am confusion over here. Like, confusion. Andy said, would you count Merriweather as a writer turned team manager? I don't know Merriweather's entire process, but I want to say that they're similar in the sense that it's like I think they do more of a, well, no, they have multiple series now. Because I was going to say, I think it's a artist partner relationship sort of thing. But I think he has multiple artists working for him. So I'd say, yes, possibly he's more of a studio manager type situation. Possibly. Nero said that's a weird phrase. I feel so too. It's throwing me off. I'm gonna move on. If any of these team descriptions felt inspiring to you, great news. Your contest entry is also an entry point to all your future goals. So whether you would like to seek assistance for your own current series, find a partner to work with in the future, or join another series production as a contributor, you're getting ahead. Your comic is not only a stellar submission for the contest, it's a great experience to include on your resume and a spectacular addition to your portfolio. Yes. I'm thinking about that, and I agree with everything that they said. I've always said that entering the contest and putting your best foot forward, there'll be a lot of eyes on the contest, in my opinion. People who may not be just from Webtoons. Like, you have to think these other studios probably go on Webtoons and look at other Canvas creators and offer them contracts and deals as well. Like, you know, Tapis, Manta, like they're all looking to increase the content on their own platforms. And why wouldn't they go to Canvas to look? Like, I would keep an eye on Canvas to scoop up anybody possibly that I feel like I could get, you know, use out of on my platform. So, long story short, I personally feel that if even if you do not win, don't look at this as a complete failure. Look at the fact that now you have a product with a pretty strong pitch that you can advertise to other studios. No matter what your goals are, your comic is helping you work towards them. If your goal happens to be working with a team, we hope this newsletter helped you see the ways different collaborators work together on Webtoon series. I mean, we didn't watch the video, so I guess that's where that was. So I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. I said I was going to be positive, so that's what I'm just gonna say. I'm at a loss. This newsletter was very interesting. I crashed out the whole time. All right, upcoming newsletters, marketing tips, part 1. So this should have been the newsletter from yesterday. So I'm almost caught up. If I can do one more YouTube video, I will finally be caught up with the newsletters. So I'm so very excited to cover that newsletter with you guys. I hope that there are some actual beneficial and specific marketing strategies for creators to implement. So with all of that being said, I do appreciate the fact that Webtoons is releasing a newsletter every week. I, again, just wish that it had a little more meat to it, because I feel like even with the fact that they are going over some very basic things, like if this was somebody's first time reading a newsletter or whatever, like this could have been a interesting way for them to see like the entire process specifically, I guess. I guess this does, since they're saying like this is supposed to be the way the industry does it, like the storyboarding, the sketch, the inking. I mean, I feel like that's the way most people do it, but I could be crazy. Anyway, my point with all of this is maybe it's a little bit of a glimpse behind the curtain. So I really feel like I've got to watch this writing for Scrolling Comics. I just feel like it needs to happen. It's a whole hour long. So, and generally, I will say the Webtoon Canvas summits do have a lot of very useful information in them. We will win if one of us wins. I agree with that. Like, if anybody wins that is active here, I'm going to lose it. Like, if I see any of you guys in the second stage, I'm just going to go super duper crazy. I'm so very excited for everybody who's entering the contest, and I cannot wait to see who moves on to the next stage. Yeah, and check out Sajid's series, Vaughn 97. Sky Blue said, that's what we need, marketing. Yes, yes, yes. I will say, when the first phase closes, don't stop marketing your webtoon. Keep pushing it. You never know like what's going to be that factor that moves the needle on your series. So like your series could be like up between another series on who they want to move forward, and then you could get like a huge influx, and that additional audience participation could be the thing that pushes you forward. So I just say, go with whatever makes sense. Go with your heart. Like, don't give up on your series until the very end, okay? Like, keep pushing the whole time. Like, I'm going to try and make some TikTok content. I've recently been educated on how valuable that can be. Like, somebody that I follow went from like 4,000 followers to like 8,000 followers now from like one post, which is insane. So I'm just like, hey, I'm not that lucky with algorithms, but I might finally get a break. Who knows? Who knows? So G said marketing helps more than you all think. No, I think marketing, everybody knows marketing helps. Like literally, I think 95% of a successful series is marketing. Like if they invested in marketing this contest more, I think there would be tons of entries. There would probably be like 10,000 entries minimum. Like, I think there's so much that we underestimate. Like, marketing is around us all day, every day. And we've become desensitized to some aspects of marketing, some strategies, but when it hits, it hits. And a lot of times when it hits really good, like, you can have that one post go viral and it could change your life. Like, that's how like overnight celebrities like come into existence. Pop Bubble Pop said TikTok is becoming a gamble nowadays, though. Hey, I mean, isn't it all a gamble, to be honest? Like, you never know how the algorithm is going to pick something up, in my opinion. Says that marketing helps a ton to win, but don't sweat if you don't have much of an audience. I will say, for a writing contest, like, I don't think marketing is as important. Like, I do think that in any in any field where you have a product that you're creating for the public, marketing is going to play a part in it, and it's going to play a big part, because like, if it's not marketed well, or if it doesn't hit the right audience, then it's not going to grow. So you can't underestimate that. But for something so subjective as a art competition, a writing competition, like, a lot of times the winners from that are not determined just solely based off of one factor. Because like, in normal competitions like sports, you can always tell who the winner is, because sports are calculated by points or by who finishes first. Like, there's always a clear determining factor on who the winner is. When it comes to art, it's much more subjective. And like we saw in the last contest stats, the people who won in the top 10, all of their stats were not super high. All of their stats were not crazy insane. So it's one of those things where I feel that we're really going to see, since I've been tracking it in phase 2, how important the audience participation was. Because if there's a few series that have really low numbers, then you'll see that Webtoons picked those series because they saw the potential. And I stand on that. Until the second phase happens, I will keep preaching that, because otherwise I feel like then it's just a popularity contest, and they shouldn't have any sort of like writing, storytelling, any of that as factors. And they should just say, who can promote this the best, who can bring the biggest audience. Because if that's what you want, that's fine. Just be clear about it. Don't like false advertise that, oh, we're going to really look at, storytelling and writing structure and stuff, when really you just want like a TikTok fast fashion type of story. Like, here today, gone tomorrow. Say nope. Saji said, try to reach out. People make promos and stuff, attract a lot of people. Yeah. Andy, man, I feel stressed thinking about re-downloading Twitter. I know marketing is important, but social media is draining. I agree with that. I will say this, if you have time, Andy, just think about spending 1 hour a day promoting all of your stuff. could be the difference in like gaining one follower versus not. And I say this because at one point I almost stopped posting on Twitter, and it literally takes me like 5 seconds to post on there. Like I copy paste, and I was getting annoyed because I wasn't gaining any following. I wasn't doing any of this. And then I posted something, and then literally like, so I posted something that day about a stream I was doing that night, and literally someone jumped on and was like, I came from Twitter. And I was like, oh my God, I guess I have to keep posting. So don't underestimate like the power of social media, and don't underestimate the power of one fan. Like one fan can make a huge difference in terms of a lot of things. Like that one fan could go on to become a future patron, which ends up, you know, being someone who is potentially supporting you or paying part of your bills. So never underestimate like one post. Say said, please make friends amongst y'all. Help one another. We will win this together and bring back some tea. Yes. So if you win, please send me the contract. Just email it to me. Like I'm so down. Like don't hesitate. Like I'll sign an NDA. Are you? Smut gets an audience quick from what I've seen. It does, but you have to think like that kind of makes sense. Like we're in the era of like OnlyFans. We're in the era where corn is doing really well. So like corn is something that's very popular. So there's a lot of people that are into that. So it makes sense to an extent that like stuff like that would do well on any platform. Like, y'all know who you are. Y'all know what y'all search in the night. Okay, so with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed the video, do all the YouTube things. I will hopefully catch you guys very soon. I don't know when I'm going to stream next because I've got so much going on between trying to finish up my own entry and doing a bunch of other things. All right, I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye-bye.